Mark Meckler. Mark, you're still worried that both parties are still wasting a lot of money, so if you have to start somewhere, maybe in Pakistan, and aid might be a good start. What do you think?
Well, we're happy to save. It's just a drop in the bucket, but that $250 million is a good place to start. And maybe we need Nikki Haley running Congress and really getting something done.
What is it with Republicans and Democrats? But Republicans, they're the ones running the show, and they're not showing much budgetary resolve at all.
Well, we have a long history of this, and my involvement in politics goes back 8 years or so. We haven't seen resolve from either party in the last 8 years. I don't expect to see it anytime soon. There's going to be a fiscal reckoning. The question is when and how bad.
Yeah, I mean, we're waiting for the White House briefing with Sarah Sanders shortly, and I'm sure this question will come up amid talk that we could be looking at a $1 trillion deficit for the upcoming fiscal year for a variety of unusual events and reasons, I grant you. But this administration was very critical of some of the deficits that piled up under its predecessor. A couple of them were $1 trillion plus. What do you think?
Look, I think that's the natural game plan of all Republican administrations. Certainly over the last 3 administrations, they talk strong on debt, deficit, and government growth when they're not in office. And as soon as they get into office, they're addicted to the same spending that the Democrats are. They might make marginal improvements. But it's time for all the adults, all the grown-ups in the room in Congress to get serious, because this is going to affect not just our kids and grandkids, but it's going to affect us.
Yeah, but it's sort of been like waiting for the Reaper, and the Reaper never comes, so we get cocky. Both parties do. That's going to change either with an uptick in rates, a severe one, or something, right?
Well, you know, Neil, the old saying is that something that can't continue forever won't, and we can't continue to print money forever. We can't continue to essentially deflate in real inflation forever. Eventually, inflation is going to come. International bondholders are going to require higher rates based on risk. Something is going to cause this boat to tip. Nobody can predict exactly when it's going to come, but it has to come. It's just economic reality.
But people have been waiting for Godot for a while, and they haven't seen it happen. And they say that compared to the rest of the world, we're doing just fine, you say?
Well, I think that is true compared to the rest of the world.
Right.
We are doing just fine. And in fact, that's what's given us this false sense of confidence. That's why the dollar is still where it is, because it's still the best place to invest. But again, eventually economic reality will come home. It's better if we start to take the haircut now, slowly and consciously, as opposed to waiting for a catastrophe.
Mark Meckler, Citizens for Self-Governance president in California. Good seeing you again. Happy New Year, my friend.